Hey my gorgeous Libras, so I'm diving straight in for the next 7 days for yourselves. I don't know if you remember before Christmas, in 2024 in the winter, Spirit, I designed these cards myself, but Spirit told me to put 2 decks together, so I've kept them together. So yeah, it is quite big for my little hands, but we're going to dive straight in and see what Spirit wants to say. So for my Libras, the main energy, we have fertility. Like it's the Empress. It's also Taurus energy. So April the 20th we start. May the 21st Taurus ends and coincides with Gemini. But it's the Empress is about what do I want to build. It's time to reap what you've sown, and I feel like in the next couple of months you're going to start seeing the fruits of your labour. Some of Libras could actually be seeing labour babies, that type of thing. There could be Libra babies coming in. But to me, it feels more about you've already sown the seeds in something that you did last year, and now it's coming to a point where you are going to start seeing the fruits of your labour. So what's crossing or challenging for my Libras? We've got love. And the challenge is, I feel like you've started to forget what you were actually working for, because we feed love. What we feed with love is going to grow. You know, think of children, you know, think of baby kittens and dogs, puppies, that type of thing. We love them unconditionally until, you know, they grow with love. And I feel like it's about loving and nurturing your dreams. There could also be challenges. Some of my Libras may be like manifesting love. That came up in the Gemini energy as well. So love is definitely a big energy in the air signs in the next 7 days. Why is it coming around now? We've got the Dark Night of the Soul. Well, that came out in Gemini as well. So always check your Sun, Moon, Rising and your Venus signs. But I feel like you've been a bit down lately, feeling like something's not going to happen for you. You know, you've really put your heart and soul into something. It just feels like I'm lost. I'm not getting anywhere. What am I doing here? And it's the Dark Night of the Soul. The Dark Night of the Soul, though, it's a necessity in spiritual development, in your awakening, because when we start to find the way out and we start to realise that things do happen with our thoughts do create our reality, our emotions, our energy, and that's where the power comes in. You've picked that lantern up and you've got out of it. So I feel like it's time to get out of the head. I feel like Spirit are almost going to give you a small sign to say, look what you're fighting for. Look what you're fighting for. Remember what you're fighting for. Remember what the goal is. Yeah, because in the recent past, you did free yourself from something. And I feel like you need a big pat on the back from that. I feel like a lot of it has been thoughts. You may still be carrying the shackles with that freedom. You know, you've actually freed yourself, but your thoughts are still tied up in situations where you may have like felt failure and you know, that type of thing. You're still carrying them shackles. It's time to go and get the metal bolt cutters and take the actual shackles off, especially with things that you're stuck in the past, self-doubt, that type of energy. So at present for my Libras, we have Lilith. Well, she came out in the Gemini reading as well. So there's definitely an air sign energy coming in. We are in Mercury retrograde. Lilith, we are in the year of the snake. She carries the serpent. We are shedding old ways of doing things. Do you know what I mean? So Lilith is there. To me, yeah, everybody knows I love Lilith. I put it out there. But to me, she gives me the power. Like, she doesn't give me the power, but I kind of adopted the power to say, actually, no, that's not what I want. And to say it to myself sometimes, because my thoughts can go off with themselves and I can dream up big ideas and, you know, grandiose ideas. And then I've got to rein myself in. And it's that Lilith energy that says you've got to put boundaries in with other people and also yourself. But you've got to learn to say no to certain things. Certain cycles, certain thought cycles. I feel like it's saying no to yourself, not letting other people's energies or things that have happened to you in the past have an impact on what you are growing. Because going forward, we've got the need for balance. You're ready to let go of it. This is your card. You know, it's the scales of justice. You want this lifestyle. If you want this lifestyle, what are you willing to let go of in order to have it? You've got to decide now, Libra. But I do feel like Spirit are going to give you a sign. as in to say, look, see, this is what you're going to get, because your power is your throat chakra. It's to speak things into reality. So be careful how you're speaking to yourself, or be careful at how you're using your words in conversations, or talking to yourself, or about yourself, or thinking. And you know, because again, words cast spells. We don't want any of that. We don't want to be like sending mixed signals out, because the outside influence is Lilith as well. So again, it's that she's not controlling, but she's got she's got an energy over your throat chakra. So if someone's pissing you off, or yeah, you know, taking the mick type of thing, you might just say, no, I'm not putting up with that, and then think afterwards, oh my God, as if I just said that to that person. That's that energy. That is that Lilith energy. Like, I'm bringing my boundaries into play, and I'm not messing. This is my life you're messing with. I'm not doing it. In hopes and fears for my Libras. Manifesting. You're hoping that you're manifesting. Do you know what I mean? But sometimes we can fear our manifestations. I realised, I'm laughing, I'm sorry. I don't know if I can turn this around and show you. I don't know if I can I? I want to turn you around to look at Nala. So Nala is a cat that visits me only when, let me see if I can. I feel like I need to show you her. Look at her eyes. She only actually visits me when I'm working. Cat energy may be significant. Sorry, Libra, I cut you off then, talking to Nala. I wanted to show you Nala. I thought I could just flip the camera. So cat energy could be significant. You know, my Reiki guides are actually, I do Seshem. I work with Seshem and Sekhmet, and they are the cat goddesses of Egypt. And I just love it when she just turns up. So she's turned up in your reading, and she's someone's cat from Date Road, but she keeps coming to mine. She sleeps in my shed, wants to be on my doorstep. She's meant to be a house cat, but she keeps coming here and being naughty for her owner. So going forward, you've got that need for balance. Your outcome is the need for balance as well. So in the next 7 days, you will be shown what you need to let go of in order to be able to bring that balance in. And you're doing it from an aspect of love for yourself and boundaries. You are going to be a force to be reckoned with, and it's because you want to love your life, and you're starting to put yourself first, and you're starting to realise that life's too short to like kind of fertilise everyone else's dreams rather than your own. So I hope that gets to the person that needs it the most, and I love you lots and lots and lots and lots. Bye.